Chapter 21. Awareness brings perseverance. Never give up on something that you can't go a day without thinking about. Winston Churchill. We are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. Aristotle. Perseverance is the ability to continue on the journey regardless of the challenges and obstacles on the way. It is to get up every time we fall with renewed commitment and enthusiasm. It is to pursue our goals for long enough until they get fulfilled. Perseverance is an umbrella virtue that contains in itself many other virtues, such as patience, determination, grit, willpower, diligence, and resilience. It relies on the foundation of the aspiration pillar, and it's a test of how true your purpose is. Perseverance is a self-discipline applied over time. Difficult goals take time. Real self-transformation takes time. The path to it is never a straight line. You need effort and dedication for a long time before you reap the end result. Why is the virtue of perseverance within the awareness pillar? Because it is awareness and the Paul method that allows you to process the negative emotions that will otherwise push you to give up or give in. It is awareness that allows you to accept failure without shaming yourself and without overreacting. Finally, it is awareness that helps you let go of limiting beliefs that make it hard for you to continue on track. Trap number 1, painful emotions. If you can master your emotions, you can persevere at anything for as long as you wish. The opposite of perseverance is giving up or giving in. It is when you break your commitment, abandon the project midway, and forget about your aspiration. This decision is almost always preceded by an experience of emotional distress when facing an obstacle, or by boredom and apathy as your motivation toward reaching your goals wanes. In any case, there is an unpleasant emotional state that pushes us to make that decision. How, then, are we to deal with these negative emotional states? As covered in the previous chapter, there is the forceful approach and the mindful approach. The forceful approach is to ignore pain and power through by force of your will. The mindful approach is to accept the pain and release our resistance. Both ways work, and they both build emotional resilience. You need to persevere in your path. In order to persevere, you sometimes need to close your eyes and just stubbornly charge forward. Just like concentration is blind to distractions and faith is blind to doubt, perseverance is blind to adversity. You need to keep your eyes on your goal and your attention on your action steps, ignoring all the pain until the storm clears up. This is the forceful approach. The mindful approach is to learn how to sit with the difficult emotions, the pain, and the discomfort inside you. It is allowing those emotions to be there, but not making any decisions based on them. Refer to the ROAR method explained in the previous chapter for details on how to do this. Our greatest glory is not in never failing, but rising up every time we fall. Oliver Goldsman. Knowing how to resolve painful emotions is key to perseverance. Still, it always helps to learn how to not create negative emotions inside ourselves in the first place. In chapter 16, we talked about not engaging in shame, self-blame, and emotional suppression. Let's now address another way we create negative emotional states for ourselves. Unrealistic expectations. Trap number 2, false hope syndrome. Holding on to unrealistic expectations guarantees emotional friction and disappointment. These things make you feel like giving up, which makes perseverance difficult. One common type of unrealistic expectation is the false hope syndrome. It is expecting that the path to your goal will be easy, that your aspiration will be fulfilled quickly and obstacles overcome painlessly. You are either impatient about the process or deluded about it. In any case, there is a false hope about the process, which then leads to frustration and loss of motivation. Our society is addicted to the myth of overnight success. The media promotes it because people love a rush of dopamine they get when they believe they can quickly achieve their dreams. Many companies promote it too because promising instant results is great marketing. Think of the many get-rich-quick programs and lose fat while you sleep ads. What about get rich slow or lose fat by working out hard? That doesn't sell as well. It requires perseverance, and most people don't have it. Instead of developing this essential skill, they want to spend money to compensate for its lack. And sure enough, somebody is willing to monetize on that. As the Dalai Lama once joked, in the West, people would like enlightenment to be fast, easy, and if possible, cheap. From Why Meditate by Matthew Ricard. As a remedy to the false hope syndrome, accept that the path will probably be harder than you think and take longer than you expect. Therefore, focus on the process. Expect it to take time and to be challenging, and stick to your commitment no matter what. See Never Zero in Chapter 31. On your chosen path, you will fail many times, doubt yourself, and get disheartened. Know that that is the case, and be ready to patiently get up as many times as you fall. To better adjust your expectations to reality, consider going through a challenges audit exercise where you take note of all the likely obstacles you will meet on your way. This will help you avoid underestimating the journey ahead of you, be ready for what life brings, and persevere through the ups and downs. Challenge yourself and your life is very hard. Challenging reality around you is even harder. Without perseverance and self-discipline, it is impossible. Trap number 3, perfectionism. The second common type of unrealistic expectation is perfectionism. It is expecting that you will be perfect at every step of the way and that you will perform flawlessly, that you will never skip a day or make mistakes. When you think like that, you will treat many of your results as failure, engage in not good enough thinking, and fall into the pit of self-criticism and shame. Being excessively hard on yourself is not conducive to mindful self-discipline, and it's not healthy either. As a remedy, accept that you will mess up from time to time. Expect that perfection may be a noble thing to aim at, but it will never be something that you actually achieve. Remember, mindful self-discipline is built on the foundation of awareness, and it is the nature of awareness to see and accept things as they are. If you are the type of person who beats yourself up whenever you fail, then naturally you will feel failure, which leads to procrastination and perfectionism. On the other hand, if you habitually practice self-compassion, then you know that if you fail, you will still be okay. This leads to taking more steps in your life. It leads to courage. You can always edit a bad page. You can't edit a blank page. Jodi Picoult. Know that you are not alone. Know that other people have gone through similar challenges and felt the same way. Be kind to yourself. This is a process, and you will never be perfect. That is okay. Key points. Perseverance is our ability to continue on the journey regardless of the challenges and obstacles on the way. It is to get up every time we fail with renewed commitment and enthusiasm. In order to persevere, you need to master your emotions. You can never do that through forceful approach, just be blind to adversity and push forward. Or the mindful approach, accept and release the negative emotions with the roar method. Holding on to unrealistic expectations about the path ahead false hope syndrome, or about yourself, perfectionism, will make it harder for you to persevere. False hope syndrome is expecting that the path to your goal will be easy, quick, and painless. To overcome it, accept that the path will probably be harder than you think and take longer than you expect. Focus on the process and commit to getting up as many times as you fail. Perfectionism is expecting that you will be perfect at every step of the way, and that you will perform flawlessly, and that you will never skip a day or make mistakes. To overcome it, accept that you will mess up from time to time, and be kind to yourself. Chapter 22.